So here we are at the International Floating / Prestige Blending, and we're getting the Cook's Tour with Troy.
Yep, so this is one of our 3 sites. This is where we hold our unconverted goods, so packaging and things like that, and converted goods, finished. And then the other 2 sites, we do all the manufacturing in and out as quick as we can, and either ship off to our customers, ship off to clients, or store and wait for an order.
And you've got 3 facilities. This is one.
This is one. So this one's 4,800 square metres.
4,800 square metres. That's not small.
No, it is a good size. So, yeah.
So come on down and we'll get the full Cook's Tour from Troy here. You got, how many brands are in here, mate?
Oh, we actually make for 48 different brands.
48.
At the moment, but we really store 3 brands here. We stole some stuff for Global Nutrition, which is Nutrition Warehouse's home brand wing. Evolved Nutrition and ASN has some pallet spacing, and Dispatch here, and International Protein. And you can see an order waiting to go to China right now of International
Here we
Protein.
go. He's going to China. He's got
What a lot. Oh no, this is one of 5 containers that he ordered. It's just the last one. So
one of 5 containers going to China for International Protein.
So as I say,
we just got to get NiPro inside.
we are working hard on NiPro.
So look at all of here, guys. And it's one of 5 containers going to China for International Protein.
Here we hold about 2.5 weeks worth of stock of most items.
Okay.
Of our WPI, it's our most popular product in Australia.
Yeah.
We hold normally about 4 to 7 days worth of stock.
4 or 7 days.
Yes.
Wow. And look at this. Look at it. It stacks right up, man. So you said 3.5 weeks of stock is here.
Yeah, maximum was 3.5. Normally 2.5 weeks. So we normally have down at the end. We normally have you'll be able to see all the way at the end. We normally have surplus stock that we're fully.
The bulk stack at the very, very end here. You've got the WPI.
Yep. So look, a lot of people are diminishing the sizes. You know, we do have a 907 gram. We have a 1.25 kilo. If he says, why is it a 1.25? You say, because when we launched in Australia, we're not allowed to have more than 10% headspace in a product.
Oh, okay.
Because it was deceptive. They've changed that rule. But 1.25 was the comfortable space it filled to fit those rules. And we've stuck with that. A lot of people have gone a 1 kilo in the same size and smaller for price. We believe our customers are smart enough to look at the price, look at the weight, understand that's the difference.
Correct.
A lot of shop owners tell you customers can't do that, but we are the biggest WPI in Australia, so I believe.
Oh, you're the biggest WPI in Australia?
Definitely.
Oh,
Definitely.
really, mate? Did you hear that, guys? International Protein, the biggest WPI in Australia? I
definitely.
didn't know that, man.
Definitely.
Oh, what's this? What's this little fella doing here? Hello, little fella. NiPro by International Protein. Very, very cool, man. And Troy was just saying as well that NiPro in the last 6 weeks dramatically picking up.
Yeah, we've had, look, there's been a few American brands that have already put price rises through. A lot of Australian brands talking about price rises around WPIs and wheys in the next 2 or 3 months. Even for us on our dairy-based ranges, end of financial year, it's going to be an ugly end of financial year, obviously. So a lot of shops have now really started to understand not NiPro or even their position in leveraging price. You know, and you can have the greatest product on the face of the earth, but if the shop owner doesn't want to sell it for you, you sort of dead in the water.
Because there's no margin.
Correct.
On WPI anymore. That's incredible. So it's very, very good news. We just spent a 2-hour podcast together, a double episode. And Troy was just saying that it's really, the momentum is really picking up with NiPro in Australia.
100%.
And thank you for that support, mate.
Yeah, you'll see this is our surplus stock, but all of this will be gone in the next 2 to 3 days. Normally Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Wow.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Look at this. Are our busy days. And the mountain of protein. And it's been a little bit of a change in the market. Myself, when I was on the road doing sales, I could walk into any shop almost in Australia 10 years ago and say, what do you want? They'd say, I sell this much on the weekend. Give me 20 of these, 50 of those, 20 of these. And I'd be like, write it down in my little notepad. Happy days. They'd sell it over the weekend, Monday because I'd ship it Friday, Monday the stock had arrived at the store and they'd refill the stores.
Yeah.
Now customer confidence with cost of living and a few other things in Australia, shops are like, let me see what I sell on the weekend and I'll ring you Monday. So Mondays for us have become insanely busy because sales still go on and shops ring you to go, I should have ordered Friday, but now I need to order Monday. but it's just been a little bit of that customer confidence has been lost in Australia when it comes to retail shops.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you don't know whether it'll be a quiet weekend or a big weekend.
Yeah, it's very sporadic.
Correct.
The online sales is spiking. Are you selling NiPro more online or offline channels?
Actually, it's probably 50-50 at the moment. So, anybody looking in Australia for NiPro, we do get contact almost every day saying, I can't find it anywhere. I don't understand, because you can just put the name in Google. But but still.
Or Amazon. It's even on Amazon. You guys are in Amazon. I tried that.
Look, you can get it on Amazon, Nutrition Warehouse, Australian Sports Nutrition, Elite Supplements, but between that's almost 700 stores Australia-wide just between those groups.
700.
So you can definitely find it. And if you can't find it by walking into a store, you can just Google it, and, Google preferentially will show you Amazon and everybody else.
Yeah. And for those consumers, because we get asked where to buy NiPro, you go to International Protein or go to your retailer and say, you should stock the NiPro by International Protein, because there's maybe a few retailers that aren't yet, but they should.
And that comes back down to once again, it's that retail or shop owner confidence. Years ago, I used to launch things and everybody would say, send me 18, send me 20, and I'll make it work for you. Now, still got that great relationship with a few accounts. A lot of accounts are like, when we see it go well somewhere else, we'll stock it. I'm like, if none of you stock it, it won't go well. But we're not having that problem. We are really getting on a good run at the moment.
That's great. Yeah, if we got this Japanese market, maybe not just Japanese market, everyone. No one wants to be the first, but everyone hates to be the last, know?
Yeah.
So once you get that one domino moving, everything else starts flowing.
Yeah, that's it. Well, like when you come to Australia to launch it, and I was like, I can really see the hole in the market here. I can see where dairy pricing is going. I can see this is a win-win.
And that was 18 months ago, man.
And
that was 18 months ago I was here, because it was August 2024. And the pricing's gone up a lot more since then.
Well, it's funny how even when I said I was going to launch it, and obviously you said to people I was going to launch it, I had other brands and manufacturers ring me and say, are you really launching this? We can't believe it because it's not on the market. I said that was sort of half the advantage of launching it, being the first.
Being the first, man. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, guys, let's go get a steak.
Let's get a steak.